Tonight, we're getting a firsthand account of what artists are dealing with the coronavirus outbreak around the world, particularly artists from North America who are touring in Europe. And when that travel restriction was announced, they had to get back to the United States quickly because there is no clarity at this point on just how long they could go or be stuck away from home. Additionally, you're seeing artists really across the board putting the fans first, putting the well-being of the communities in which they are performing first, in alignment with basically health experts everywhere who are recommending the temporary postponement of these activities. I Prevail is one of the bands who have been impacted by this greatly, and their vocalist Brian Burkheiser has offered an update on what the band went through. They released this statement earlier today confirming that they unfortunately had to postpone their tour in Europe, and they left, unfortunately, very quickly after the news broke that there would be restrictions to and from Europe. They released a statement saying it's with heavy hearts that we have to announce the remainder of our UK and European tour has been postponed due to the global pandemic of COVID-19, the changing nature of travel policies, and strict rules on social gathering in many countries. This is the best course of action to protect the safety of our fans, crew, and venue staff. We are working around the clock to set the rescheduled dates and will release that information as soon as possible. Stand by for more info. And Brian offered a very candid and transparent account of what the band and their crew went through. He revealed that unfortunately their crew, their staff, is going to be without a paycheck for some time due to this. There are a lot of sacrifices that have been made here, and it is just unfortunate. The investment that goes into a tour is significant on the front end, and it's a major deal for a band to have to cancel. There's a lot of loss there. There's a lack of income for everyone across the board, and this is very difficult. Here's Brian talking about what the band went through.
Hey guys, Brian from I Prevail here. Just wanted to give the whole fan base kind of an update on where things are at. I'm sure a lot of you saw today the duration of our Europe and UK tour was postponed until further notice. It was a decision that didn't go down lightly. There were a lot of parties involved, not only the band, but our label, the venues, the bookers, the promoters. A lot of heads were in this decision making, and I think it was something where with a lot of these national sports leagues closing down, everywhere right now seems to be closing down. It made sense for us to make a decision not only to keep you guys safe, but to keep ourselves safe and to keep our crew safe and get back to our families before we ended up getting quarantined out in Europe. So essentially what happened, we played a show in Frankfurt, Germany a couple days ago, and it was great. It was a sold out show. Walked off stage thinking, damn, we can't wait to go into the next one. And, this tour is just going to keep crushing it. But unfortunately, we walked onto our bus and saw a press conference being held saying that Europe was going to be quarantined starting on Friday, and only people were going to be let out from the UK. And even if you were let out from the UK, there was a big chance that you possibly could get quarantined coming out of the country. So at that point, we had to make a decision as a band and as a crew that it was time to leave and time to reschedule the shows. So we got with everybody and tried to make this public knowledge as quick as we could. Luckily, we were able to get the entire band and crew out of the country, and we all are in America now. And we've all been told we need to self-quarantine for the next 14 days. So we will all be staying, in our houses, because we have been to pretty much every country in Europe that you can think of. I mean, we've been to Austria, we've been to Switzerland, we've been to Germany, we've been to France. I mean, we have been all over the place. And with what's going on right now and kind of the lack of knowledge around it, I think it makes sense for pretty much everybody to go, hey, having shows right now with thousands of people, rubbing up against each other, it's just not a good idea. And as much as it was heartbreaking, not only one for you guys, because I want everybody to be able to enjoy the show. You guys paid your money to come out and either get VIP with us or come watch the show and have a great time. And I know what goes into that. I mean, I remember going to shows and you book a hotel or, you take days off work. And, I really do apologize for people who this is affected. But, also I feel really bad too for the guys in our crew who now are going to be without jobs for a little bit. without paychecks, and it's just, you know, this whole thing I think is really tough on the entire music industry, and I'm sure a lot of you guys see that right now things are kind of closing down everywhere, whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's schools. I mean, this is something that is being taken very seriously, and it's something that we didn't want to take lightly. I know I saw some people saying, oh, well, you can still come play the UK shows because it's not as bad here. And well, yes, that is the case. We've also met a lot of people over the last couple of weeks. I was actually sick for a couple days where, you know, it's something for us where we're having to self-quarantine and we're all actually getting tested as we speak. And I don't think we'd ever be able to forgive ourselves if we contracted the virus and ended up giving it to any of you guys or, you know, like I said, I'm almost at a loss for words just because this is something that I don't think anybody expected over the last couple of weeks. And it's, you know, it's kind of devastating just for everybody. But at the end of the day, I want you to know we love the shit out of you guys. We had the best time in Europe. It was 3 weeks of just so much fun and meeting so many people that, you know, we never thought we would get to meet, and playing so many countries that we never thought we would get to play. But, you know, the good news in all of this is that our plan is to reschedule every single show that we can. We're working round the clock trying to get with every person we can to make sure that we're making the right decisions with this. And, you know, it might take some time to get full answers. I ask just have patience with us, and we're going to get you information as quickly as we possibly can. We're going to be updating any future, figure out how all of this is going to play out. So again, just I want to apologize to all of our fans in Europe who aren't going to get to see this tour at least this month, and just know, you know, the show is coming to you guys. All tickets will still be applicable to any shows we announce in the future, as well as VIP. And I know refunds too will be given out to anybody who can't attend the new dates that are given. I guess in a time like this, just, you know, stay safe, drink a lot of water, take your vitamins, do what you can, and, you know, just try not to be fearful. Just try to you know, kind of power through this. I know it's been a weird couple days for all of us, you know, especially even with us in the band. It was a pretty weird moment from going on stage and playing and having such a great time to essentially 12 hours later having to get on a plane and being told you might not even make it back into America. You might not be able to see your family. I mean, even it's hard for us now. We've been advised and told, not only by doctors, but by, you know, the government essentially, that we need to quarantine ourselves for 14 days, which means we won't be seeing family members. We won't be seeing kind of people close to us, and we're just going to try to ride this wave out and get some more information. But once again, take it easy. I guess on the good news today, we did release a acoustic version of Hurricane. That was supposed to be a big thing today. And
love that track.
All the news that broke it, we haven't really got to play it up, but it's on Spotify now. I think we're adding it to YouTube in a little bit, so take a peek at that. Maybe
track's a banger.
Blast that a little bit if you were looking for some new content or anything today. And stay tuned with us. We got lots of updates coming for you guys, and yeah, love you guys.
Brian says it all there. My heart goes out to the band and every band that's dealing with this. You know, if you've been thinking about buying that merch, you've been thinking about, you know, grabbing something from the store, checking these bands' websites out, now is the time to do it. It helps them. You know, they're sidelined at home. Do them a favor, order some merch, support them if you can. Anyways, that's all for now. We'll keep you posted on this situation and much more here at Rockfeed. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. We'll see you all very soon.